everyone. Aaron Hurt. It is my pleasure to be joined at this time by Sam Houston, the PWA United States champion. Now, Sam, you have got a big match for that belt against Southern Knight Bryan Blade. He's been talking a lot since he became the #1 contender about what he's going to do to you. Why don't you share a few thoughts with our viewers and our listeners out there about what you might be doing to him tonight?
Well, everything, my work speaks for itself. They do call me a legend for some reason or another, so I intend to go out there. This belongs to me. I made an interview on my Sam Houston Fan Nation where I told everybody this has special meaning for me, and I'm not going to let anybody come take it away from me. You know, you learn in prison that you stand up and nobody takes from you. Well, you ain't going to take this from me. This means a lot to me. You know, we were talking about some of the greatest nights of my life earlier, opening up for The Who and, all kinds of neat stuff like that. I was almost eaten by cannibals, but one of the greatest nights in my life is at 58 years old, I was able to go out there, outperform, outdo everybody else, and come out the winner and take this title. And nobody's going to come take it away from me. So, Brian, I'm praying for you, man. I'm praying I don't hurt you too bad. It's all about wrestling, man. Later.
Well, in just a short while, we will see that encounter. Sam Houston puts up the United States Championship against Southern Knight Bryan Blade. And fans, it's a match you will not want to miss. Hello, PWA fans. Aaron Hurt. It is my pleasure to introduce to you two of the best, brightest young talents in the wrestling business, and that means the PWA is the place for them. In the gold on my right, Jeffrey Excellence, and this man over here in the black, well, I guess I'll just let him introduce himself to all of you personally.
See, my name is Pookie with a Y, and it's a name all you at PWA are going to remember. Because you see, I'm aiming for the top, and the top is where I'm going to land. I don't care if it's Bjorn. I don't care if it's that big Randall guy. You're going down, and I'm going to be the one to send you.
Well, Jeffrey, Pookie certainly sounds confident. What are your thoughts on Lancaster and what you have heard about the competition in the PWA?
What was your name again?
Aaron.
Darren?
Close enough.
Karen. Whatever. Point being, Lancaster, it's a place, lots of trees, whole lot of grass. Yeah, totally not what I'm used to. The people here, they don't seem as related as people like to put off, But as far as the PWA, getting to the real brass tacks, we were told that they're looking for the top talent. They have to look no further. With Pookie with a Y and Jeffrey Excellence, we're unstoppable. It doesn't matter if it's a tag team. It doesn't matter if it's a singles match. Because PWA, Premier Wrestling Alliance, these are the real premier wrestlers. And you're going to love it.
Well, fans, you've heard from these men. Get ready to see them. They will be in the PWA very soon. They both sound very confident. They both seem like they're looking to go straight to the top and become champions. We'll see if they've got what it takes to back it up.
Franchise player Chris Cruitt here for the PWA School of Professional Wrestling. Do you want to be a wrestler, a manager, a ring announcer, a commentator, a referee? The PWA School of Professional Wrestling is your opportunity. 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster, Ohio. Tryouts are absolutely free from 7 to 9 on Tuesday. Come on down, try it out. See if you got what it takes to be the next big star.
Hello, everyone. Aaron Hurd here on a very special night for the Premier Wrestling Alliance as we celebrate 6 years of leading the way for pro wrestling in Central Ohio and beyond. We've got a stellar lineup for you tonight. We are going to feature the U.S. Championship at stake in the main event. But this young man on his way to the ring here, Jeffrey Excellence, man we just heard from, we're not going to have to wait very long at all to see him in action, as he is going to be facing none other than the PWA champion Bjorn in non-title action. Fans, that and much, much more here on YouTube. Tonight, fans, the PWA Arena has been filled to capacity, awaiting the huge night of action we have in store for everyone. We, of course, have the U.S. Championship at stake in the main event, but right now, fans, we're going to take it up to ringside because I believe that Bjorn is on his way for some non-title action to kick off PWA Rush. Well, fans, making this night even more special for all of us, I have the privilege of being joined somewhat unexpectedly, but certainly the welcome here is the franchise player Chris Pruitt.
Aaron Hurt, thanks for having me, I guess, but hey, I didn't come alone. I'm going to introduce you to my buddy, Big Joe Black.
Hey guys, how's it going?
There's Big Bjorn Purple.
Bjorn is on his way to the ring, greeted by some very enthusiastic fans. They might be witness to something that would be considered a crime out on the streets. I don't have the highest of hopes for this young man, Jeffrey Excellence, just based on the appearance here of him giving up quite a bit of size and power. Franchise player, do you have any assessment on this young man?
Well, Big Joe and myself, we were watching earlier with the interview that you conducted with Jeffrey Excellence and his buddy Pookie, and Big Joe wasn't he wasn't very fond of him, were you?
Not so fond.
Not so fond. A man of few words, Aaron.
Well, Big Joe Black certainly has a unique insider's perspective on the locker room, and
oh no, I'll tell you, it is unique. His perspective, all of his perspectives, they're unique.
We are just about ready to go here, and franchise player, as I was saying, I'm not sure if this is indicative of courage or foolishness on the part of Jeffrey Excellence, jumping into the deep end of the water right away here in the PWA.
You know what, Aaron? What's he got to lose? It's his first match in here, non-title, of course. He gets a chance at the champion. If something happens, he knocks off the champion. My God.
Anything can happen, in fact, here in the PWA, and Bjorn certainly would be set back quite a ways if he suffered a loss to a newcomer here in the PWA in a non-title match.
I think Jeffrey Excellence, he stole that those jumping jacks from the Big Joe Black workout plan.
It's one of the two.
Thank you.
Well, I think he's going to have to make use of all of his athletic gifts in this particular match, and Bjorn shows that he's no slouch either.
He said he's no slouch either, Joe.
Seems to me he's slouching a little bit.
He's slouching a little bit. He doesn't even know what he's saying, Aaron. It's okay. We're going to get him through this.
Jeffrey Excellence comes up with the hammer lock, but takes a series of elbows to the jaw and a clubbing forearm to the back.
I think he broke a rib.
Yeah, I heard something crack.
Well, Jeffrey Excellence apparently...
I think Bjorn hurt his own arm on that one.
Again, going for the full arm drag and twist. I would question the strategy to try to wrestle Bjorn. You see the impact of those shots to the ribs.
Big Joe Black's been in the ring with Bjorn.
Absolutely. Bjorn doesn't hold back on his punch.
He lets you have him.
Well, he is sizing up his opponent, Jeffrey Excellence, at the moment, but great awareness from the young man.
Where's Pookie? Are they partners?
Well, I was going to mention that we do have plans to see that young man in action here in the near future on the program as well, but he might have to take his buddy to the hospital first. Bjorn just absolutely trucked him with that shoulder block.
Mother trucker, these people, they're just laughing at Jeffrey Excellence. Oh, and that their tide turned.
I was going to say that he might have the last laugh there, coming up with that drop toe hold. Bjorn's throat down across the ropes, using all of the referee's count. And a big drop kick right between the shoulder blades.
Might have got him in the base of the skull, and that'll knock you stupid.
Franchise player,
Joe's my buddy. I like Joe.
we all like having Big Joe around, and hopefully we can have more of his insight here on the program in the future. Jeffrey Excellence attempt to to stun Bjorn with the knife edge chop, but no such luck. Bjorn responds in kind, but certainly not kindly. Oh, whipped him all the way. What impact on that?
Didn't even have a chance to go after him.
No.
I think he threw him a little too hard there.
Well, if you're asking Jeffrey, I'm sure he would say that, yes, but he went all the way off of his feet. And it might have saved him from being absolutely leveled once again by Bjorn. Comes up with a single leg.
That almost didn't work out for Jeffrey because Bjorn's weight started to come down on top of him, and that is no man's land.
No, and Bjorn easily thwarts the attempt at the sharpshooter.
Being under the weight of Bjorn is like being mauled by a bear.
Bjorn is very bear-like.
Well, the Hirsute champion now in the receiving ends of some forearm shots to the back. Jeffrey Excellence able to find the back door there. Got the cravat applied. Is he going to get the snapmare? Wow, he got the big man over.
That's pretty impressive.
Indeed. One might say excellent, or at least nearly.
I like what you did there, Aaron. Jeffrey Excellence.
Well, I'm sure Bjorn didn't like that rake of the boot across the face. Oh, nice elbow drop there.
He's taking advantage of the situation while he has it. That's what he's got to do.
5 minutes elapsed. 10 minutes remain. Credit where it is due for lasting 5 minutes in there with the champ. Both men back to their feet now.
Joe Black, what do you think about what Jeffrey Excellence is showing us so far?
So far, I think he's actually done some good, but he needs to step it up a pace if he wants to take down Bjorn.
But is he excellent?
I don't know if he's that excellent because it seems like he just got his bell rung.
Fair to middling, I would say. But
Aaron, I've been gone 3 weeks, and I've already lost track of your new words. Clubbing him right on the base of the skull, the back of the neck, base of the skull. That's where everything goes through, Aaron.
And again, tries to take the big man over with the snapmare, but Bjorn just drops to a knee there.
I am impressed that he has been able to control him with that head control like that.
Well, he definitely seems to have been able to make the necessary adjustments to keep the big man down, however briefly. Crowd starting to get loud here supporting our champion.
But, you know, Big Joe, he said he's like a bear, and if you corner a bear, they're going to come out fighting.
Absolutely, especially if that bear's mad and you can
My
pick at him a while.
God!
It seems like he doesn't really seem to be causing too much damage.
Bjorn took his freaking head off.
Bjorn missed with the headbutt. Jeffrey Excellence able to roll out of the way, and Bjorn is now finding himself back on the mat. I got to go out on a limb and say this has been a good showing.
Well, I would have agreed until what we just saw there, him wasting time. He had Bjorn clearly stunned. Instead, he wants to show off for the crowd here, and apparently is starting to wear down.
Yeah, it seems like he's wasting more energy on showing off than actually wrestling.
A cardinal mistake if there ever was one. Got some nice heights on the elbow drop there, but nobody home. Oh, nice backdrop from Bjorn.
That was a pretty high drop.
Got him up in the lights.
Got him up in the air. He went down hard.
Back elbow. Scoops the young Jeffrey Excellence up and plants him with a slam. And this looks like the beginning of the end.
When Bjorn slams you, you stay slammed.
Bjorn able to connect with the headbutt the second time, but unable to get the 3 count. Say what you will about his attitude, but Jeffrey Excellence certainly shows a lot of potential in the ring.
Yeah, it looks to me that Bjorn's a little winded from Jeffrey, so Bjorn needs to get his head straight.
Well, Bjorn's got a lot of weight that he has to carry around, and that's, something he has to take into consideration with his cardio.
A roll up from behind. Jeffrey Excellence once again going for the sharpshooter here.
Can he get the big man over?
I don't know. That's a lot of weight to be twisted over. You can see.
Unable to maintain the grip. Bjorn.
Oh, he got him over. He just couldn't hold the legs. Those legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah, especially when you've been wrestling for a little over 8 minutes. You got to have a better grip than that.
And Bjorn was quite close to the ropes as well. Oh, ducks. And comes up with a Blue Thunder bomb.
That's all she wrote for Jeffrey Excellence.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the PWA champion, the Great Night Bryan.
Aaron Hurt making it official. He's on his way to the ring, trying to get a word with the PWA heavyweight champion, Bjorn. I tell you what, Bjorn, pretty impressive with the way he was able to put Mr. Excellence away.
Absolutely. That was a pretty amazing feat of strength there to get him up over his head and bring him back down.
Aaron called it the Blue Thunder Bomb. In honor of Bjorn, I think we should call it the Purple Thunder Bomb. And I'm not even going to check with him to find out if that's okay, because he's in the ring.
After such a great victory, I had to come out here and get some words from you.
Now, this was obviously a non-title match, so the next thing on your agenda, I would guess, would be defending that title. And we all know the one man who says that he's coming to get it from you, and that would be Real Deal Kevin Cruitt. What are your thoughts on possibly facing Real Deal Kevin Cruitt for that championship?
I want Kevin for this championship because he's not taking it from me.
Whoa.
My belt.
Hey, Bjorn. Shut up.
What'd you say to me?
Hey,
What'd you say to me?
I will send Matthew in there to wipe that stupid smirk off your face.
Quite honestly, Bjorn, I think this is the time for me to head out.
Yeah, Aaron, get out of there. Jordan Carlisle and
Now listen
Matthew
here.
out to the ring.
Me and Matthew are here because we're going to speak on Kevin's behalf. And you're wanting to know when you're going to get that match with Kevin?
I want it now.
Hey, you'll get it, all right. You're going to get it. Just wait, okay?
Aaron, oh, no, Aaron, look at
Kevin from behind with the steel chair.
Oh, Kevin got Bjorn.
The Pearl Harbor job, the subterfuge.
Jordan Carlisle and Matthew had him distracted, and Kevin coming up from behind with that steel chair.
Well, and after a hard-fought match from Bjorn,
Yeah, that's absolutely good. That's why they call him the real heel.
well, he has laid in some shots with that chair to Bjorn.
Bjorn is just got a
3-on-1.
unprotected shot.
Referee in here, hopefully able to restore some order to this
It's
situation.
going to take more than one referee.
And Kevin just swinging that chair with complete impunity.
They've got to get that chair away from him.
Thankfully, we've got more referees.
Hopefully Bjorn's okay, because it looks like he took some pretty hard shots with that chair.
Yeah, Kevin was not holding back anything on those shots.
Well, whatever Bjorn is feeling right now, it's only adding fuel to the fire that he plans to unleash on Kevin Cruitt should Kevin summon the courage to sign the dotted line for that rematch for the championship.
Yeah, I don't know what's holding these two men back. Sounds like Bjorn wants it and Kevin says he wants it. I think they need to make it happen. The people want to see it, and we deserve the opportunity to see this championship matchup.
Well, with the actions we've just witnessed, Kevin may have shifted the balance in his favor regarding that eventual championship match. Fans, we're going to have to go to some words from JTH. As unfortunate as that experience was for me, I got some comments from him about our main event here coming up next.
Bjorn's hurt.
Fans, as you can see, I'm being joined by JTH, and now neither one of us really wants to be here any longer than we have to, so I'm going to get to the point. The U.S. Championship match is just about to go down. Everyone has seen the part that you played in the way things led up to this match. I know you're going to be paying close attention to it. What are your predictions, if you have any, on Southern Knight Bryan Blade and Sam Houston for the U.S. title?
I never should have lost that damn title in the first place. But I'll tell you something. I have a prediction. My prediction is Bryan Blade is going to beat Sam Houston for the United States title. And then, since I helped him get his shot, he's going to give me a shot, and I will get back the title that I never should have lost in the first place. That's not a prediction. That is a fact.
Well, we all know the old sayings about the best laid plans, but we will all find out together just who emerges as the U.S. champion, and then we'll perhaps see how JT Hogg feels after that match.
Franchise player Chris Pruitt here for the PWA School of Professional Wrestling. Do you want to be a wrestler, a manager, a ring announcer, a commentator, a referee? The PWA School of Professional Wrestling is your opportunity. 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster, Ohio. Tryouts are absolutely free from 7 to 9 on Tuesday. Come on down, try it out. See if you got what it takes to be the next big star.
Here we are, fans. It is main event time. I'm Big Joe Black, and we're here for the United States Championship. Bryan Blade currently in the ring, waiting on Sam the Man Houston. And there you see him now, making his way to the ring with that title around his belt, snug and firm. These people are absolutely excited to be here tonight to see the main event. And you see Aaron also in there getting stuff ready. I can't wait for him to get back here because this is my first time. And you can just see Sam walking in so confident.
And now, fans, introducing the competitors for tonight's Premier Wrestling Alliance United States Championship match. First, standing to my right, weighing in tonight at 290 pounds, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the number one contender, the Southern Knight Bryan Blade. His opponent, weighed in at 218 pounds. He originally hails from Bear Creek, Texas, and now is making his home in Monroe, North Carolina. He is your reigning, defending PWA United States champion, the legend that is Sam Houston. Here we go, Big Joe Black, main event time, U.S. Championship at stake. I'm ready, the fans sound ready, the competitors certainly look ready.
Oh, I'm ready too. I can't wait to see what happens tonight.
This match has been talked about for several weeks.
These people are pumped to see what's going to happen.
It's always a thrill for everyone here at the PWA to have Sam Houston join us, to be here to compete.
Absolutely, especially when you have a legend coming in the PWA Arena, people just blow up.
Well, the fans have packed the place here tonight. Sam had an opportunity to meet with some of the fans, provide some autographs, take some photos, and now he's ready to do what he does best, and that is compete, fight it out. He's got Bryan Blade across from him here. Joe, are we going to see a new U.S. champion, or does Sam take that belt with him all the way back to Carolina?
I'm hoping Sam takes it back with him, but you never know what's going to happen in a title match. Titles can change at any time, so Sam better be ready.
Bryan Blade is no slouch.
That's correct, Aaron. I've had my few run-ins with Bryan Blade, and he is not a person to, I would say, to take lightly.
Well, I'll definitely take your word on that one. Sam Houston, loose and limber, ready to kick things off here.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty ready for this match tonight.
Well, he is in excellent shape. Two long-tenured veterans of the sport. Bryan Blade with 25 years plus experience under his belt. And Sam Houston was literally born into the wrestling business. Comes up with the drop toe hold there, quickly going to work on the ankle.
Bryan better be careful, especially with all the experience that Sam has.
Well, I mentioned in the past here on the program information that you told me about how Bryan Blade was heading into the trainer's room as you were heading out. It looks like that injury may have been aggravated here.
Yeah, it seems to be, because it looks like he really can't get up, and Sam must have really put a lot of force into that.
Well, if that is the case, then it is certainly unfortunate for Bryan Blade. I don't think too many of these fans will send him any sympathy cards, but it would certainly be
it would not bode well for Bryan Blade.
Well, and it would be an anticlimactic end to what has been a highly anticipated match. And if Bryan is now suddenly on one leg, Sam having a little bit of fun at his expense.
You may never know. He might be luring him into a false sense of security.
There is always that possibility, as we indicated. Bryan Blade, a very savvy veteran, but Sam Houston has studied under so many of the best names in the modern history of pro wrestling. He comes up with the armbar there and really cranking it in on Bryan Blade, but
yeah, he's really retching that arm pretty hard.
But Sam Houston had been mentored by the likes of course, his father, Grizzly Smith, Bill Watts, Danny Hodge. Oh, takes him down and really wrenches in with that armbar now, the Fujiwara armbar.
Yeah, he's really got that arm set in deep.
Bryan Blade may submit here in the early going of this match, but just barely able to get his foot across the bottom rope.
Seems to me like Blade is having second thoughts.
Well, not only is he favoring the knee, but now he seems to have suffered some damage to that shoulder as well. Greco-Roman knuckle lock, but Houston easily turns it into the hammer lock. Forces him down to the mat. Joe, what do you do when you're in a spot like this, like Bryan Blade is right now? How do you get back to your feet?
Well, you're going to have to get your knees up underneath you and get on your butt and kind of rock yourself to the side to stand up. But with knees dropping on your elbow like that, you can't really do much moving right now.
No, Sam Houston driving all of his weight down to apply more pressure to the hold. And as you said, make sure Blade can't roll the hips, can't get his feet underneath him.
Absolutely. He's taken his feet out and started working on his arms. So that's a good tactic when a man is wounded.
Well, the center of the ring, and Houston continuing to drive in with that armbar and that hammerlock now. stakes it out and drives the knee yet again.
Yeah, he's really letting Blade's arm have that knee.
Oh, no. If the arm wasn't broken or severely injured already, it may well be now. Oh.
Yeah, he's just adding shame to injury right there.
Well, not only is Sam quite adept at getting the job done in the ring, he's certainly a fun-loving guy. He's certainly fun to be around, and he enjoys what he does. And it seems like he's getting quite a bit of enjoyment out of torturing Bryan Blade.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell in the condition he is that he's in nowhere going.
5 minutes elapsed in the time limit. Been a rough 5 minutes for Bryan Blade in this main event U.S. Championship match.
Yeah, it seems like Sam's been controlling the match this whole time.
Well, he's been letting Blade come to him. Oh, quick counter from Sam. Just shrugged off that shot to the midsection and leveled Blade with a series of right hands.
Coming from a man that size, that has to not feel so good on the jaw.
Oh, brought up the knee.
He's just picking him apart now.
Yeah, Blade just collapsed, unable to avoid the elbow. Was able to get his shoulder out at 2, and Sam here with the front chancery applied.
That's the thing about Bryan Blade. You can get him down, but it takes him a while to take him down.
Well, Sam's doing everything he can to keep him held down at the moment. Trying to pick the big man up, but Blade just collapses under his own weight.
Well, with the condition that ankle's in, I don't think he's going to be able to pick himself up without that help of Sam.
Well, Sam's trying to get Blade back on his feet for something here, and he's cinching in that front face lock. Blade trying everything he can to fight it off. Able to send Sam back to the corner, and now driving in the shoulder to the exposed midsection.
It looks like he's trying to do anything he can to gain control.
Well, Blade certainly needs to control the pace. Although I do have to wonder about those injuries, and if it's only a matter of time before Houston is able to take advantage of it. Nice snapmare there. Oh, elbow right to the top of the head.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty.
And again with the rolling neck snap.
I'm surprising a man that size can really get over like that.
Well, and he had to balance and push off on that bad ankle, obviously, with a maneuver like that. Probably the thing that prevents him from taking advantage of this situation.
Yeah, when you got a wounded ankle, you can't really stand up and fight like you want to.
Slowly crawls his way over to the U.S. champion. Are we going to see Bryan Blade capture the championship here? No such luck. Sam Houston able to roll the shoulder out.
Yeah, Sam's got his bell rung, but he ain't giving up yet.
No, this is the opportunity that we said Bryan Blade was looking for, because now he can set the pace and he can determine the style of match. Rear chin lock.
He's trying to slow it down a little bit, because Sam had him on the run there for a minute.
Well, not only that, this enables Blade to regain some wind and to possibly think a couple of steps ahead in terms of his attack plan here facing the U.S. champion in such a high-profile match, the 6th anniversary for the PWA, and Blade wants to make it a special occasion for him as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure to have on you, especially when you're up against a legend like Sam.
Let's go, Houston! Let's go, Houston! Let's go, Houston! Let's go, Houston!
Oh, just...
He's just laying his weight into him.
Yeah, I was going to say he put all approximately 300 pounds into that one. Back up to his feet, but nobody home the second time.
Yeah, that elbow's got to be stinging right now, especially with the drop like that.
Well, and after Sam had stretched it and attacked it early on in the match.
Yeah, Blade's looking a little worse for wear right now.
10 minutes elapsed in the time limit. 10 minutes gone in this 30-minute time limit United States Championship match. The reigning defending champion Sam Houston in a very close battle here with the Southern Knight Bryan Blade. Blade driving that throat or that foot into the throat of Houston.
Yeah, you can tell Blade slowed the match way down. He's pretty much taking control now.
He's got something in mind here, looking for the the stump puller pile driver. Dropped him right on his head.
I don't think Sam's moving.
Oh, Sam's feet on the ropes though. Blade.
He's trying his best.
Instead of trying to take the time needed to drag the man away from the ropes, he just tried to sink in deeper with the hook of the leg. But Sam Houston, using that height of his, able to force the break by making contact with the bottom rope.
Well, that's one thing. Blade was so tired, he didn't really know where he was in the ring, getting Sam the advantage.
Houston looks to be in bad shape on the concrete floor here among the PWA fans, who I imagine would be rather disappointed to see this match end in a countout.
Oh, especially after defending it, 2 or 3 other times against JT Hogg?
Well, he has taken that belt with him wherever he has gone and faced any and all comers. But he just might not be able to make it back into the ring.
Yeah, even though he's got a wounded ankle, Blade's been putting some damage on him.
Well, the crowd showing their support for Sam Houston, trying to send him a little energy in the hopes that it motivate him to continue the battle against Bryan Blade here at the PWA Arena.
Well, that's the one thing that really gets you going, is when the fans get cheering for you, that energy starts electrifying the air, and there's no stopping you after that.
We spent quite a bit of time talking about the condition of Bryan Blade's ankle. It looks like Sam Houston may have suffered a leg injury of some type as well.
Yeah, especially when Bryan dropped him on his neck like that. He might have clipped something going to the ropes there.
Well, it's possible, or could have just given him what they call a stinger. But he looks like he's...
Yeah, he's starting to look like it's starting to fire him up there. He looks a little mad.
He's done more than just walk it off. He's come in swinging.
Yeah, I think Bryan Blade just angered...
Yeah, he might have got on Sam's bad side.
Yeah.
Some down-home Texas lefts and rights. Drops Bryan Blade center of the ring.
A good old taste of Texas to the face.
Well, this could be where Sam starts to put the nails in the coffin, metaphorically speaking, of Bryan Blade after taking that pile driver and coming back and firing up the way that we have seen him. That tells you a lot about the character of this man. Oh, he got caught. Almost got caught with that belly-to-belly, but instead...
There he goes.
Bulldog!
That's the end.
If he can get him rolled over, then it very well could be, and it is.
That's why they call him Sam the Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still now the PWA United States Champion, Sam Houston. Fantastic action in our main event tonight, fans. A hard-fought battle between these two, but Sam Houston victorious, triumphant in his defense of the U.S. Championship. He took Bryan Blade's best shot. Oh my goodness, here comes JTH out of nowhere.
He just came.
And he got cracked with that belt.
Sam still got some wits about him.
Well, luckily Sam saw JT trying to sneak up behind him. Who else is out here now?
Carlisle?
Jordan Carlisle.
What the heck is he doing in there?
Your guess is as good as mine, but he might be rethinking that decision because they're...
Oh, come on.
They are just absolutely decimating Sam Houston.
Yeah, this is totally unfair. You got three guys
Referee
on
yelling for the bell. I can ring the bell all that I want to. It's not going to do anything, apparently.
They need to get some more referees out there or something. Come on.
Well, now it's a 3-on-1. Here comes Chris Pruitt. Well, that explains where he's been.
Who else is that? Is that?
Hard to tell. Bryan Blade trying to make for higher ground, as is Jordan Carlisle. But luckily, the reinforcements came to the rescue here. What a scene to conclude tonight's main event, fans. Big Joe Black, I am guessing that Sam Houston will not quickly forget the three men who did what they just tried to do to him after his defense of the U.S. Championship.
Oh, absolutely not. Sam's not the one to lay down so lightly. So these guys better be looking over their shoulders at every turn because Sam will be back.
We can definitely count on that, fans. Sam Houston is still your PWA United States champion. I would like to thank all of you out there for joining us. I'd like to send a personal thanks over here to Big Joe Black, my new partner in the broadcast booth. We know that the fans are going to be supporting you as you are here with us week after week, lending your insight to all the great action. So, fans, come back to YouTube PWA for more great action. Big Joe Black and myself will have all of it for you here from the PWA, 6 years and going strong.
Aaron, the show's over. How can these people see more?
Well, it's as simple as subscribing to PWA Ohio here on YouTube and clicking the notification bell to receive an alert every time we have great new wrestling action on the site.
Or you can check out one of these videos.